G'day guys, Tony Angus out and about. Got a thought for you to think about when we have a discussion about attitude and behaviour. And it's based on reality TV. I'm sorry about that, but it is. And my thought was based on the Australian version of the show The Voice. So for those of you who've ever watched The Voice, it's a good show. No problem there. There's a lot of talented people that are there to be judged according to their voice. So I'm watching this show, The Voice. And the commercials around that were all based on the next episode being contentious. And my question is, so it was all about judges arguing and one judge looking at another judge and whispering comments about a third judge and swearing, although that was beeped out, but you know, the swearing was pretty obvious. And my question is, why do we need to sensationalise everything? That they advertise great shows. There's a renovation show in Australia called The Block. And as the seasons have gone by, seasons of The Block, they seem to be getting couples on the block. So it's a renovation competition. But they seem to be recruiting renovators to the show based on their ability to be contentious, sensationalist, fiery, opinionated. There's also another show, it's a cooking competition called My Kitchen Rules. And once again, they are recruiting people to that program based on their ability to be incredibly contentious in the way they speak to others and the way they behave themselves. And so my question is, why do we need to constantly reach for the gutter? I'm perfectly happy to sit and watch a cooking show and have the person who cooks best and prepares the best meal win that show. I don't need to watch the personality clashes that they have with others. I don't need to see the personality clashes and the arguments and the fights and the hatred between people on the block, on the renovation program called The Block. I don't need to see the judges hating on each other in The Voice in order to understand and appreciate a talent show. And I'd prefer that it wasn't on there. But obviously, for some reason, the producers have seen fit to build that into the program as if it's part of it. And I would suggest to you that the reason they've built it in is because the public seems to respond favourably to that. That ratings go up according to this voyeuristic, sensationalist sort of viewpoint. And what a shame that is. So it seems as though we've collectively decided as a society that these programs have less merit if they aren't about the contention and the argument and the aggression. And so we need to have a good look at ourselves if that's the case. If we've become such a base society, in other words, operating on our lowest instincts, that we can't actually watch a competition without there being aggression and high levels of contention and, again, that sort of sensationalistic approach. If we can't watch a show without that, then what have we become? And I would suggest to you we're becoming more base, and we need to stop that. So think about your own responses to those shows, and maybe we should be asking the networks for programs that don't have that, for programs that aren't employing people that we need to beep out half of what they are saying because they can't control their temper and they can't control their foul mouth. We have the ability and the capacity as a society to vote with our feet. And we could vote such that the networks get the message that we're not content with this type of lowbrow television, that we're looking for something a little bit more sophisticated that doesn't involve this poor behaviour. Righto guys, if you find these posts to be useful, click like, hit share, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and comment. If there's anything you'd like me to discuss, make sure you sing out, and I'm happy to do that. You guys take care, be healthy, be good, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao for now.